Congratulations. By now you have selected our UVG robotics project, and I want to wish you congratulations for making it to the end of the escape room. Now I'm going to help you prepare a little bit for the quiz. There are a number of questions that you'll want to review and have the answers to. Primarily, you want to know the NPV, the IRR, and the benefit cost ratios for all three projects. And you also want to round them appropriately. Sometimes it'll ask you for 2 decimal places, sometimes no decimal places. So make sure you're rounding properly when you do take the quiz. There are a couple of other questions and information that I want to provide you. First, it's going to ask for this policy and procedure name. So let's go ahead and go to the policy and procedure. And that procedure and policy name is called environmental cleaning of patient rooms. You'll want to have that. Make sure you've read it and you know that that's what the name is. You might see that again. The second, it's going to ask for a 3-digit code for C. diff. We're going to need that for the week 5 final quiz as well. So it's going to go down and explain this. So make sure you read all this before we move forward, but you're going to find the C. diff amount in our post-implementation results. And so we can go through here. It wants the 3 digits after the decimal point. So you'll need to save 965 for that final week 5 code. It's also going to ask you some questions about what has changed. What has changed based on using this disinfection robot? And so we have data here. And if you remember correctly, we also have data back here when we first started in our project scenario file. This is for the entire project. You saw it last week and you see it again this week. It has lots of information. And if you look here, it has some of the same information. And so we are going to copy and paste this data out. This is the before data, and this is the after data. And we're going to copy and paste those out and see what has changed. So how did our robot help us? I went ahead and put this in so that way I wasn't wasting your time doing that. And so this is the pre-implementation and this is post. So if we look, there's really no change here. No change here, no change here, no change here, no change here, no change here. We start to see some changes here. We'll come back to those. Let's go see if we have anything else. No changes here, here, and here, or here, here, and here. So the only thing that changed is our hospital-acquired infections. So we want less infections. So the lower the number is better. And so to calculate which one had the biggest change, we have to use a formula called percentage change. You probably learned how to do this in middle school math. You probably haven't used it since. So I want to go through how to do that so that way you're ready to go for that quiz. I tell my kids to remember it as no with an extra O at the end. And that helps me, and I hope that will help you. And so I'll explain what this little acronym means. So it's going to equal our new amount, which is our post amount. So equals parentheses new minus our old. This was our old amount of infections. Parentheses divided by our old. So that's why it's NOO. New, old, old. And it's going to give us an amount. It may give you, when you do it, 0.072. That is just because it is in a decimal rather than a percent. My form has that already calculated. And so we can see that these hospital-acquired infections have gone down 7.2%, which is pretty impressive. So let's do it again. Equals percentage, our new amount of infections, minus our old amount of infections, parentheses, divided by our old amount. And so, wow, look at that. MRSA is just really changed. And so we can continue to do that for this one. Equals percentage, new amount, minus old, parentheses, divided by old. And if you forget a parentheses, you'll get the wrong answer. So don't forget those. But you'll just do that, and it's going to ask you some questions on the quiz that has to do with these percentage changes. So that's why I wanted to explain to you how to do it. I hope you enjoyed this escape room. And if you have any questions, please send me an email or set up a starfish with me or come to my office hours on Wednesday evenings. I'm available, every day. So I hope you have a great week. Thanks.